Hello and welcome to another episode. As you can see behind me, I've decided this episode we're going to hunt down some pretty hard mobs like these piglin brutes and the wither to see what they drop. Or not. Well, let me just deal with this guy quick. So we already know that piglin brutes drop warped wood. And the wither, we have no idea what it's going to drop, but I want to make part of my house out of warped logs or wood, because there's only those two things for getting them. Why is there so many ghasts? I'm either going to have to farm every piglin brute in the world because they don't respawn, or I'm going to have to find what the logs drop, and hopefully the wither doesn't drop something actually important, but it will be fun to see what on earth it is. But let's start by taking out these guys. So we're going to be taking out every single mob in this bastion, or that's the plan anyway. And bowing them is by far the easiest way of doing it. Make this nice and easy. They don't know what's going on, this guy knows. But these guys, who are the ones that actually do damage, don't have a clue what I'm doing. There we go, that's most of them. Now, here's Brutey. Here's Brutey. And I am perfectly safe on this side. Oh. Bye. Okay, well that takes care of him. And we can just make our way through and clear out the bastion, because last time I did the bastion, do a quick flashback, it didn't go so hot, so this time we'll actually go through it and properly clear it out, and hopefully get a netherite template, because you actually need those to get netherite armor and things in this version, which I had completely forgotten they'd added. And the easiest way I've found to take out bastions is from the top down. We are as high as we need to be, and then we can just bow our way down the layers. And I'll also bow you down, because I do not want you chasing me around. Oh, another one. This is also going to be quite good for just general loot, because none of these chests have randomized drops, so we actually get actually good stuff. And there's the template. Well, that was easier than I thought it might be. Now, is that brute going to come up the stairs, or is he going to wait for me to loot this first? He's just chilling down there. Problem is, if he sees me, he just runs out the way. Yeah. Yeah, there's Brutus. I would like to get the warped stems off of them, so preferably I don't hit them off the cliff all the time, but it does help. Can he get back up? Nope. He just sends himself into the lava. Right, they're going to be an absolute pain. And considering how big of a house I want, making the floor out of the thing that drops from brutes is a terrible idea. But it at least lets us get a start on it. Right, that's two of them. There's really no way we can make any progress on our base with this. Alright, down the deadly staircase. Is there anyone waiting for me? Doesn't appear like it. Normally the best loot from these places would be gold blocks. So this randomized world makes this really entertaining because gold blocks are so easy to get, and actually the hard part of all this is getting what the brutes drop. It'll be the same case for the warden when we get to that, because we actually will probably just want what he drops instead of the loot from the actual city. Where are these brutes? I hear piglins, but I don't see them. Oh, I hear them. Oh, that's just our hoglin. Never mind. Oh, there's some piglins down there. How are you stuck in the ceiling, mate? You're just on the staircase. Well, that's interesting. Very convenient for me, that's for sure. Well, that's why I could hear the piglins. They're outside of the bastion. And now we can get back over to the proper side of the bastion. Also, all the brutes I sent down died in this lava, so we're not getting anything from those guys. And there's no point mining the gold blocks because they don't drop the gold blocks. I already had this. They drop blue candles, which is actually handy because it turns out that is what we use to get piglin barter drops. Even though we can also barter with piglins as well. So there's 2 ways to barter with piglins in this world. But we'll be getting on to bartering with piglins later because it's the only way to get soul sat and to make the wither. I see you. Can't hide from me. Now I really don't want to go down there because then I have to traverse 1 wide bridges, which I can do fine, but while being chased by piglin brutes, not my idea of a fun time. A little bit to the left. There we go. Oh, now he's around the corner. Yep, step back. There we go. This is such a precise angle to shoot him at that we're relying on the random accuracy of the bow to not be too bad, unfortunately. And we just need him to walk back every so often. There we go. We'll just make our way down here. It would be cool if there was some treasures on this level because you don't get to actually go down here most of the time. And it's a pretty cool battleground, I'd say. And of course this is where we died last time we were here, although it's blocked off now. But there's still plenty of things to fight in it, but nothing above us, which is always the way you want to have it. This bastion is going to look an absolute mess when I've finished with it, because all the blocks don't drop what they should do, and I'm placing them back anyway. And because of the type of bastion we've got, there is plenty of gold blocks down there, which are of no use to us. They're also having an interesting discussion on that singular block. And there should be a magma cube spawner underneath one end of this bridge, which could come in handy. Right, so I've made a full circuit of this floor, not found any, so we head on down to the next one once I've disposed of this guy. I don't know how he managed to get above and behind me, because I'm pretty sure I searched very thoroughly, but sometimes we will miss the occasional one, and potentially that could cause our death, but I think we're beefy enough that we'll be fine. There's also a hoglin somewhere around here. Oh, we found another chesto, but we need to make sure we are safe to open it. How is there a ghast in the bastion? I've never seen that before. Right, I know there's a hoglin somewhere around here, but I have not been able to find him, so he's probably going to sneak up on me later on. Right, first chest of this layer. Sharpness 5 iron. And obsidian, which we have no real good way of getting, so it's always worth having. Aha, there's the hoglin. Okay, that's Brutus. I know you're somewhere around here, Brutus. Yeah, you're right there. Come here. Or just fall down, that also works. Okay, well we'll have to deal with him again later. Hopefully he does not find a way back up to us before then. Oh, he has done so. It'd be preferable if I can just keep him from getting to me. And not hit the zombie piglin in the process. Because that would end badly. Hello, Brutus. Looks like it's your unlucky day. There's no stairs for you to travel up to get to me. Come on, stand still, won't you? There we go. I pretty much should not be wearing a gold helmet at this point because I haven't had any piglins sneaking up on me, and I have been getting rid of them as I go. But it's always nice to have as an extra safety thing. How did you get above me? What a nuisance. You're gonna ruin my day if I don't get rid of you, aren't you? Come here. While the piglins don't respawn in here, the hoglins definitely do. And the ghasts, I guess. Oh, you see, how was he above me? I just don't know, and the hoglins are still above me. Hello, mate. Have you got any Brutuses around you? Or is it just you? what tends to happen in these is there's holes like that one where a bunch of them are going to be sitting together waiting for me. Because they all get trapped in them. Well, he's just going to be a pain if I leave him, so time to get rid of this straggler. And ruin of a wall. We're just mining this whole place apart. Okay, well, we found a brute. Hopefully there is no stairs he can use. Sometimes there are. We'll just dispose of those two as well. Now we just got a whole bunch of angry piglins below us. That's most of them. Okay, you can take out your friend, sure. Now that should be all of them. I certainly don't hear any more angry piglin noises. So we can head on down. Now we got magma blocks to deal with is the annoying thing. Okay, yeah, this floor gets a lot more dangerous. Because if there'd been a brute above me just then, he would have probably ruined me. So we'll just send you down. Oh, you just went after your friend's boots. He rathered these boots than life, apparently. Right, down to the last floor now. Just need to clear out any little stragglers. And then we're on to the MacLeod in the center. And because of my armor, they do pretty much no damage anyway. I'm expecting any remaining ones to either be on those blocks we saw them on earlier, or in a little hole in the ground. Right then. The bridge where we fell onto in the previous run of this place is now a pretty safe place to be. And these guys have spent their entire time in intense conversation. Okay, leave me to monologue, please. I like my monologuing. There's still my Netherite helmet from last time. No way. Hang on. Okay. That's cool. I put myself in a bit of an awkward situation, of course, but we can get out of this. Yeah, hi mate. Just let me leave. So I guess we didn't need this diamond one, although this only has protection 1, so that's not great. This actually is better apart from the knockback resistance and durability. But considering how annoying it is to get netherite stuff now, that is very nice. Has anything else survived? Almost certainly not. I also have no idea how it gets to there when I died on that block, I'm pretty sure. Right, well, pretty certain nothing else survived. I'm very surprised that survived as is. And it's time to stop their conversation. Also, okay, there is definitely some above me. Hello. Having fun, are we? He's just playing hide and seek now. Wonder if there's any more above me that are hiding. Right, that should be every single piglin gone. There's probably some little guys like that guy who are going to disagree with me on that. Okay, I kind of forget that the big ones of these can make it on the bridge. Oh yeah, this is our seed farm, it seems. Wink. Right, we need to get into the center, which is not easy when I've been letting them spawn for the last 10 minutes because I've been within radius of the spawner. But if we just do a quick run in, ignore the gold blocks, get the chest and get out, we should be fine. I just need more blocks. And nothing to fall on top of me, preferably. Hello. Right, now's as good a time as any. Let's go. And of course the big ones shouldn't be able to get into this layer, so we got that going for us. Chest is right around somewhere. Aha. Just there. And yeah, we need to be careful of the lava. That really does not look like it's clean in any way, just having lava sitting there, but oh well. Hello. Now, are you able to jump into this gap? Pretty much you are, so that's not great. I just need to go faster. Right. Chest is ours. Ooh, diamonds look... I mean, diamonds don't mean anything, but another netherite template. And a bit more diamonds. The netherite's not even that useful. Is there another chest? Does not appear to be. So I think it's time that we make our leave before they find out how to get to us. Okay. And... oh, that was incredibly close. I should not have done that. Goodbye. So, successful raid. And we have ended up with a whole 6 warped Typhe. Not anywhere near enough to make a base with, but at least one of the other parts of the base that I'm planning is quartz, which is incredibly easy. There's multiple ways of getting it, from bartering or from just a whole bunch of other drops that get it normally. It's worth explaining that some of the things are going to be a lot easier to get because of the amount of different things that drop them. So warped logs, you can only get them from normally cutting down a warped tree, and there's no other way of getting them, so we need to find the thing that drops that drop, and that is our only way of getting warped logs. But things like quartz, because you can get them from piglin bartering or from quartz ore, it's a lot easier to get because there's going to be more randomized things that do drop it. So there's a higher chance of us actually finding the one that gives it. So now all we need to do is watch this intense fight for a minute. I mean, yeah, one of them has a ranged weapon, the other one is just standing there staring. Yeah. Really obvious answer to that. It's also funny that he just runs over there expecting pork, but because of the randomizer, he's not getting anything of use to him. Now I just need to work out how we got in here. Of course, we could just do that, but we'll just get out the top instead. Ah, and of course, here's our staircase. So I will happily take that. And that went a lot better than the last time we came in here. So with one hard thing out of the way, I should really not do F5 in the nether. We are onto potentially a much harder thing, which is the wither. Because the only way we can make that any easier is what I'm going to be doing, which is spawning it in a deep slate mine so that it can't have free roam. That's the thought anyway. Much better. Right, so now that we're back, the blue candles that we got from the gold blocks aren't completely useless, because after a little bit of breaking things, we get a piglin barter drop. And piglin barter drop is the only way I know to get soul sand or soil to make the wither. The actual skulls we already have from another drop from a previous episode, so now it's just a case of finding the best way to get piglin barters repeatedly. One way, of course, is to just barter with piglins. Another way is to just break a lot of our numerous gold blocks. Because in that different chain we had cyan wool, we get an interesting situation where we can actually take advantage of sheep. Because when you shear a sheep, it still drops wool. So if we grab ourselves cyan dye, then we can get ourselves an unlimited supply of piglin bartering without needing to trade any gold. So it's even cheaper than in normal Minecraft. Now it's just a case of growing sheep and RNG until we get our hands on some soul sand. And this also means we get unlimited quartz, so that's going to be incredibly handy for building our base. Now, something I don't know, but one of you guys might, is can you mix together soul sand and soul soil to make the wither? I know you can use either of them, but I've only ever used 4 of one. If I could have used a mix, then we would have been done by now. And soul soil we don't get from piglin barters, but I got them from another drop, which is just as hard to get our hands on. So this is the much easier method for the time being. And we're not just doing sheep for this. Sheep are going to be incredibly handy for getting a whole bunch of things because they drop 2 different things from either shearing them or killing them. So we're going to have probably 1 of every coloured sheep farm and then 2 lots of each of those for 1 of shearing and 1 not, depending on what they drop. Because some of them could be utter nonsense and just drop Netherrack or something. And there we go. Now it is time for the wither. Grab the heads, grab the soul soil, and let's head down to the mines. So it is completely pitch dark in here, but I've made sure that I can deal with the light, otherwise I'd have to get night vision. And we're fairly safe. Our bow doesn't have much durability, but we don't have enough arrows to even keep up with it anyway. And this won't be enough to even finish the first phase of the wither, so we're going to need our sword a lot in this fight. And we have enchanted golden apples just in case, and a totem, so chance of death is very low here, but we need to be careful all the same, especially as the gravel is going to make the wither's advance to us a lot easier. So let's do this thing. Here goes nothing. Oh boy. Now the first explosion will clear away a fair few of the blocks here once it's got full health, and then we can bow it fairly safely. Problem is, it's hiding. F3B makes this a lot easier because we can see the hitbox of the wither, who is hiding up above us. Hello there. Don't know what mob he's going after, but I don't think it's me. Come on, mate. Why are you in the ceiling? Yeah, he's really not interested in me. Which will make this a little bit interesting. Okay, now I'm withered. That was not part of the plan. Need to make this entrance a lot easier because I'm getting stuck in this wall repeatedly. Is he trying to get me? Maybe he is. I can't tell half the time. How long does this wither last? 20 seconds, that is impressive. We'll just have to get ourselves regenerating as fast as possible. If we have to retreat, we can of course manage it. Which is why the mine tunnels are so helpful. Because he is really struggling to get himself through this. Okay, our wither's finally worn off. I'm actually going to have to eat quickly. This is going to be a real pain if he just stays up here the whole time. Come on, man. Come down here. This is another reason that you want to clear out any mobs in nearby caves if you can before starting the fight. And we got another 40-second wither effect. This guy does not make this easy. This will be a lot easier in other difficulties. I'm pretty sure we're in hard mode. And see if I can find... yeah, we're on hard. So that does make this a lot more challenging. But golden carrots have such good saturation that'll really help us a lot in this fight. Okay, need to regen again. We've only gotten down not even a third so far. And I'm out of arrows. If we would just only come down to it. Okay, well I didn't mean to use that. Right. I think we need to retreat for a minute and hopefully get our hands on some arrows. I don't even see any mobs if I use the trick to see through the ceiling. So I don't know what on earth he's trying to get, but either way it's not worth us fighting him unless we have our arrows. So unfortunately he's getting all the way to full health in this time. But there's not much we can really do. Grab another totem, and we've got a few more arrows. I can't really afford to take any longer, but I haven't got any more arrows, because the longer I leave this, the further up in the world he's going to get. Which would make it very, very hard. I can still hear it. Oh, okay, it's come back down. If you stay down here, we will have a much better time. Just want you to come down here. Ah, of course you can wait with me. Getting seriously withered. But if he's not going to come down to me, this is going to be a lot harder. Need to heal up quick before this wither kills me. Hopefully it will... Yeah, the regeneration is enough to overcome it, but I need to remember to eat. Don't want to waste too many tokens. I may have to go up to him, which would not be fun, because I am really not doing any damage. Okay, got a sword hit. Unfortunately I got withered straight after. Right, if I can find an actual staircase up to him in this darkness, I will try and just rush him a bit here, because we need to get some damage on him finally. There's a chance that he'll actually come down to us, but it's very, very low, unfortunately. Right, regen up, and then hopefully we can just go in for a sword rush. Sharpness 3 netherite is apparently just not enough to tank this guy properly. Be nice if you would come down to me, mate. Problem is I'm spending too much time trying to hide from him. I really think I do just need to go for him. But it's very hard when he's already built up to the ceiling. And with it, of course. And he's back to full health, so there's no point pushing until we're back at full health again. You know, I might have made a mistake letting a wither loose in my world. There is that thought. I thought we had plenty good enough stuff to deal with him, but I might have not thought about the fact that I'm playing in hard mode and his health is crazy. And the regeneration as well. If it wasn't for the regeneration, we'd have him at least halfway now, but he doesn't make it easy. And of course he's not meant to, he's meant to be one of the hardest bosses. Well, he's revealed some diamonds, that's always nice. Right. We're gonna go in for a mad rush. See if we can do anything to him at all. There he goes. He's just hiding in the ceiling. Right, well we got some damage in. I am seriously contemplating changing it to easy just for this fight because of how ridiculous this guy is. It regenerates an entire bow shot in the time it takes me to set up for another one, really. Getting some seriously good damage in now. But I'm going to run out of arrows in 2. At which point I just got to go for another sword rush. Better do your work here, so I'm stuck in a hole. I just want to get into half for the time being. No, come on, totem, go in. Totem! Okay, that was close. Okay, we're at half. I'm just going to retreat for a minute, because I'm out of totems. Now he should stay lower down. It looks like he is, good. Okay. I just need to get rid of that block and then he can get to me a bit better. Oh, hang on. Here we go. need to heal up a bit. Okay, so it's just the first phase that he's an absolute pain. Otherwise we can deal with it. And just like that, in hard mode, I've done the Wither. I was seriously contemplating changing to easy mode, but in the end we didn't need it. We just needed to rush him with 2 totems, and after all that he drops a Never Star. So that's not even very helpful to us, which is honestly a good thing. And ooh, I am very relieved by all of that. So this episode has been a proper chaotic time. I'm still riding off the adrenaline on that one. And that is my first ever Wither fight on hard mode, so I am pretty happy with that, all things considered. Hi, Spidey. You really think you can do anything to me after I just fought a Wither? I will be very happy when I can sleep in a minute. This also reminds me that I need to fight phantoms at some point, and we don't need sleep anyway. So they'll be an interesting one, but nothing can really compete with the Wither, so I think we will end it there for today. Thank you all for watching through a whole bunch of crazy things, and if you're having anywhere near as much fun as I am, then I'm sure that you'll want to see more of this crazy world. So thank you all, and see you next time.